but these two individuals have literally changed the direction of my life. And I am super, super duper duper excited and honored to connect you with some of the most influential, like life-changing individuals in my life. Stephen and Melissa Frost of Whole Life Alchemy, of Eco-Centric cleaning for homes and businesses in the Denver metro, Longmont, Boulder area. So if you're in that area, also essential oil gurus. They make their own products and teach Reiki, and they are master Reiki practitioners. And today we are going to be having two conversations. One, we're going to be talking about pain and having a quick testimonial on pain for the Healy and the Healy resonance. So everything we're going to be talking about, testimonials from pain, either chronic, physical, also mental and emotional, because the Healy and the Healy resonance, it getting tons of testimonials around the world for things like anxiety and depression and mental disorders. We are going to be speaking about much more here in a few minutes. We're actually going to be transitioning only into the Embrace Prosperity Mastermind group. We're going to be diving deep and talking about the things that we can't talk about here in the United States. We can only talk about the pain elements of maybe fibromyalgia, migraines, chronic pain, systemic pain, things like that. And Stephen and Melissa, you connect with a lot of people in your healing practice with Whole Life Alchemy and doing Reiki and essential oils for individuals in pain. You yourself have experienced pain from your very physically demanding business at Eco-Centric, and you've been doing that for years, and you're hustling. So there's that pain of the grind, so to speak, as entrepreneurs. So today, love to turn around the camera and really focus on you two and really hear your heart-centered testimonial to help people realize that, yes, these are class 2 medical devices that have been cleared by the FDA for pain. Do they do so much more? Yes. In your bioenergetic resonating field, yes. In other countries, they can treat any disease and any illness. And here in the United States, it's only for pain, right? And nothing is approved or cleared or recommended. It's amazing to have other individuals all around the world that are like, you wouldn't believe what happened to my, you wouldn't believe what happened, you wouldn't believe. And I'm like, we can't talk about that here in the States. So unless it's in a private setting. So that's why we're going to be moving over into the Embrace Prosperity Mastermind group moving forward. And by the way, we are streaming live on 9 locations. We've got Facebook groups, we've got Facebook pages, we've got Facebook walls, and we've got Instagram, we've got YouTube. So really rocking out this technology, really excited to promote you, Whole Life Alchemy. And with that, I'd love to hear your insight for your Healy experience since you've had it, your team, anything that you've personally seen about Healy, and really focusing on the pain element for pain. So woo, wow. I could go on, by the way, for like an hour on how epic you two are. So I'm just gonna get off my stage and soapbox and focus on you. So.
Well, for pain, as far as pain goes, I have a slip disc in my back that gives me constant trouble all the time. It has until I got a Healy. And now I haven't had my disc slip in my back since I've gotten the Healy. It literally hasn't happened once, when it used to happen once a year prior to getting the Healy. So I've been in good shape as far as my back goes. I have no pain in my back whatsoever, no slip disc going on. And that's because of the inflammation that it takes care of. The Healy attacks the inflammation and helps with that a lot. And that's really the basis of all disease and all pain is inflammation. That's where it starts, where it begins.
So for your experience, and I'm just realizing that So from your experience from your back, how did that help you or hinder you when it came to productivity from your multiple businesses, your mindset? How did that help or hinder you before and after having a Healy, Stephen?
Hugely, because when I would have my disc slip in my back, it would leave me bedridden for a complete week a whole week of not being able to work, that puts a huge load on Melissa and having to pick up all that slack of me being out of work. So it really, it's life changing, to the point to where I don't even have to worry about it anymore. I just go about working. And as you know, it's a super physical job that we're constantly working and bending over and flexing to the sides and backwards and frontwards and in all different directions. So it's really life changing. I don't even think about slipping my disc anymore, or even worry about slipping my disc anymore. And I don't worry about having to put that burden on Melissa to clean up all that slack while I'm out laying in a bed, literally flat in a bed for a week, because I can't get up and move or articulate my back anymore when that happens. So it's been really, really great for that.
Wow.
Was the biggest problem that I had. So literally Healy took care of, or helped me take care of, the biggest problem that I have. So who doesn't need that?
So Healy helped you with the biggest problem in your life.
Yes.
Wow. Now, if that's not a testimonial for Healy or its pain advantages of helping to resonate with a frequency to optimize your life, to help mitigate, reduce, or solve that issue, I'm not quite sure what is. Wow. And I don't know about you, but when I experience pain, the emotional state is not quite aligned, not really where it needs to be. And since this, we can talk about things like depression and anxiety, Stephen, is this something also that you have experienced benefits from with the Healy because of pain or associated pain? Could you speak about that a little bit?
Well, yeah. I mean, when you're out of work and you're laying in a bed for a week and your wife has to pick up your slack, that has a lot of mental weight that comes with it, that you have to, that guilt of not being able to help your wife with the business that you run together is a huge, huge thing. So to not have, yeah, it treats pain, but if you get rid of that pain and that issue that you're having, you're also getting rid of the emotional side of what you have to go through when that pain happens. So it's really releasing not only in one area, but multiple areas, mental and physical. So, we can't talk about the mental part, but we can talk about the physical part and what the physical part relieves mentally. So,
well, you know what? I was just reading the disclaimers, and we can actually talk about the depression and anxiety, which is really, really great. So not only things like fibromyalgia testimonials or chronic back pain, slip disc, things like that, of those pains, we get to also discuss the anxiety and also depression, things like that. So we can't really talk about maybe the ascension symptoms and things that are associated with this, but we are able to do that, which is great. So, wow. And so on a scale of 1 to like 100, where are you in your belief? Actually 0. We're going to go to 0 because we're talking about the quantum. So 0 point is infinite. So 100 being most out of alignment and 0 being infinite potential. Where are you in your belief of Healy and overall recommending it to anybody who is dealing or has experienced pain in their body, especially slip discs?
I'm at the 0 point infinite part. Like there's no more doubts in my mind. I mean, we've been using the Healy since I think October of last year.
Right.
We've had a good amount of time to use it, and there's really not anything that it cannot do. No situation you can get yourself into where you're like, I mean, when I have an issue, I don't go grabbing for pills. I don't go grabbing for creams or rubs. I grab the Healy, and that goes for any like issue that I'm having in my life. It's not like I don't grab for other things. I grab for the Healy right away, and I never have to grab for anything else after the Healy because the Healy deals with it.
So I see you have 2 Healys.
Oh yeah, we had one each.
Nice. Now, is that something why did you get 2? Why not 1? Why not 1?
I mean, I share everything with Melissa, including our workload. But her the Healy because I don't want her to have to wait for me to finish with the programs I'm
It's
running
hard.
to be able to run her program. So it's really, really convenient to have two. So I can be running a program for what I want to run a program for, and then she can be running a program at the same time for the program that she wants to run.
It's a way to wind after the day. We just come home from work and we both just put it on. So you can basically release the tension in your muscles and that pain will just go away.
Most people come home and have a couple drinks, after work to unwind, loosen their muscles from working. We don't do that anymore.
Oh,
And grab the Healy.
yeah, because then there later on there's those down cycle deleterious effects from the pain of your kidneys and the pain of your liver and the pain in your stomach.
Only
Yeah.
a temporary.
Yeah.
Endometriosis, so I had to have my own so that I can use mine pretty regularly.
Wow.
And there's significant change.
Yeah, let's speak about that, because my my wife experiences an immense amount of pain during her cycle, and that's something that a lot of women also deal with and also focus on, is that cycle or endometriosis, the pain of those ailments. I mean, anything, any disease, any illness can come with a substantial amount of pain, which is why I love that this has this overarching umbrella that, hey, if there's this pain of this, the pain of that, then we can connect with that. So the pain of endometriosis, or maybe your cycle, can you speak to that? Because I know, Melissa, that has been something for you that has been life-changing, to say the least. So on a testimonial from an endometriosis, or a testimonial from maybe a monthly cycle for yourself, what changes have you seen in yourself? And same thing, recommending and from a 0 point perspective, where are you?
Well, I got like a double whammy. I had cervical cancer when I was really young, and I had to have surgery to remove that. So I already have a lot of scar tissue built up, which I think makes a little bit harder. So then I have the endometriosis as well, and that makes it pretty much unbearable, to the point where I can't even, I'm like bedridden for basically a day. It's not like the whole week, and I can't even take like ibuprofen because the pain is so high that it just will make me sick immediately. Like, it's the craziest thing.
I brought her to the doctor saying, no, we're going to the doctor because you're not able to even do anything. And you're in so much pain that you're curled up. Let's go to the doctor. All they do is just give her a shot on her butt
because there's nothing we can
to reduce the inflammation.
And that was literally 6 months before we got the Healy. That was the worst it's ever been in my life. So since then, it's been just an uphill. Like, every month is better. It's more easier for me to deal with it. I use the menstrual cycle every month, and then I use the pain, release, the balance. It's so much. It's like endless what you can use. You kind of just have to go with your intuition and just go with it. I don't take ibuprofen anymore for my cycles. It's completely life-changing how much it's actually helped. I do have a couple slower ones, so I can't say I'm at a 0, but compared to 100, I would say I'm down to maybe like 30. There's still it's like I can work, and that's like, I work so hard, so when I'm like in that much pain, it's bad.
And it would like literally make her throw up.
Yeah.
We'd have to driving in the car. She'd be like, I'm in so much pain. Can you drive? I'll jump on the driver's seat and drive for her. And then we'll have to pull over so she throws up, that much pain.
Right.
Or try to make myself go to work, and I'll just be hiding in a corner on somebody's floor, just like trying to gain the strength to get myself up to just finish. It's intense. So I can't recommend it enough. Even if you don't have extreme pain like that, just discomfort, I think you would find some great relief.
We got no audio right now,
You're
Trevor.
muted. Yeah.
You got no
Thank
audio.
Thank you. So right now, and thank you very much for this Healy pain testimonial on, wow, I wasn't even thinking about endometriosis or a testimonial on menstrual cycle, but that is something that is ongoing and affects and
all ages. It's not just one age. It affects teenagers to the older.
Yeah, yeah. Who is not? I mean, on my side, like you, Stephen, like it's like there's nothing I can do for you. And
Right.
here I am, this
Both of them.
divine masculine who like is here to, serve and protect and hold space. And it's like, and I feel useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? If you want a blanket, a heating pad, some water, yeah, that's what good is that doing, honestly?
Yeah, I feel worthless in those moments that I am unable to serve you. And then there goes the depression and the anxiety of those emotions. And I'm like, all right, Trevor, breathe, Healy. And what's amazing is setting her up, or she sets her own self. We have 4 Healys. People ask us like, why do you have 4 Healys? It's like one for each person, because I love the way you put it. I don't want her to wait for me until I'm done using it. We're like, you can't have mine, because it's it's like hands off.
To go on my program, so you're just going to have to wait.
Yeah, right. Well, that's awesome. Well, and so you're in Colorado, but you have resonances. So you have that availability to connect with anybody in the world, and which is really, really amazing. And I know you've got your cleaning business, Eco-Centric. You've got your whole life Alchemy, which is a health and wellness I mean, it's all in the name. It is total body and embodiment of oneself. And you are utilizing tools like Reiki, sound healing, essential oils, body work with that, and you're setting up a health and wellness center. Now, how are you planning on utilizing the Healy in that? And then also, how are you expanding the reach of Healy? And we're actually going to be putting your link down below. So please don't use my link. Don't use my link. Use the Shamans. Use the Frost. I call them the Shamans. We at our house we call them the Shamans. We're like, hey, what are the Shamans doing? We know it's Stephen, Melissa Frost. And so when you're ready to move forward, because there's a sale going on right now that you can save a bunch of money, get lifetime frequencies until the 6th. So if you do it, I would do it on the 4th or the 5th, because trust me, you will not want to wait for this. So right now, how will you be using that in whole life alchemy, in your health and holistic wellness practice? And then how are you connecting with others to expand the reach of Healy to Healy the world?
Well, we love to use the Healy alongside our Reiki sessions because they go so well together, and then you can hit two different areas at one time and create this synergy of healing between your Reiki channeling the universal flow and then the Healy channeling the quantum field and the
pain for pain. Healy's only working for pain, right?
That's why people come so they have pain that they want to get rid of.
And pain is surprisingly really high up there. A lot of
people. Who doesn't experience pain? And to be able to run a group program on a group of people who have come to go to one of our ceremonies or
like a shamanic drumming, I just put on the group setting and then we all get it while we're drumming.
Coherence while you're doing a ceremony is an amazing thing. As well as being able to just help anybody with any issue that they have that come to our door and be able to just use those frequencies is amazing. Like we have a friend that comes and does Reiki share with us, and she has an ulcer in her stomach that causes her a ton of grief. And she comes to our Reiki share with us, and we get to work on her using Reiki as well as using the Healy with her. And
we've even sent her the Healy vibrations while she was at the hospital because the poor thing was not just, it's bad. It was a bad day. So, a limit.
Well, wonderful. Yeah, it's people don't, and I don't know if you've leaned into this. I love doing this for the groups. Is recording a vibration and then emitting it in the vibration of the group as well. I'm big into a multiple rivers of aligned passive profit, and so right now, actually, we have the frequency of multiple rivers of aligned passive profit running right now. I mean, it's simply going through the information field and means complete mumbo jumbo. So So that's awesome that you're using those two. And a lot of people go, well, I'm a practitioner, I'm a massage therapist, I'm an actor. What if like that's going to steal business from me when why would I get or whatever, or oh, you two are shamans. I'm a shaman, or I'm a galactic, or I'm a healer. I can do what they do. Like, why you can do what that does. Why do you have Healys? Seriously.
Oh, but it makes such a difference. We have a close friend who uses the Healy in her massage therapy business. And he runs it alongside of giving them a massage and has found such a significant amount of benefits that have come with it.
It's not cut into her profits, it's increased her profits.
It's included.
More
now.
people
Yeah.
are coming to her because of the Healy resonance and use in her massage therapy, which sets her aside from all the other competition in the area. She's doing very, very well with using the Healy alongside. I don't think it takes away from anything. And if you could, if you could use one modality like Reiki and help someone, and then add another modality at the same time, like the Healy, why wouldn't you? That's what whole life alchemy is about, to be able to use multiple different kind of modalities all at once to help you and synergize those, like use sound healing and Reiki and the Healy, or use this public ceremony and the Healy together to create more. Why not create more?
Yeah, yep, exactly. And I love that, because once practitioners get it, shoot, it was built for practitioners by Time Waver 18 years ago. It was this huge stack, I don't know if you remember that. Well, I do. I mean, big tape decks, whatever players. Yeah. And cost
box compared to when I
yeah. And it'd be like $50,000, $100,000. And now it's like, maybe 500,000, 2,000. The pro version is going to be a little bit over $4,000. But when somebody spends and invests $50,000 in a technology that can do a span of 0 to maybe 500 hertz, and this thing is going over 1 million, there's really no comparison of what the effectiveness possibly can do. So loving that. How are you all connecting with individuals? Because you're getting out there, you are connecting with people, and people are purchasing it. You're growing your team. I know I look and I'm like, there they go. There's another Healy out there. How are you connecting with people to learn about Healy? And are you hard selling it, or are they asking what are the next steps?
Close community. That's where it starts, is like your friends and the people that are watching you on a daily basis.
They see you posting about it and they're like, well, what's that?
Yeah.
They get real curious when they see you posting about it and how it's helping you and all that. And we've given free Healy sessions to whoever comes across us and wants them, because that's a good way to get it out there.
And mostly in groups, you hear people talk about what they can do to raise their vibrations, their frequencies.
Yeah, what can I do to raise my consciousness or my frequency?
And so we're just like, well, have you tried it?
How can I do a cleansing on myself? Oh, well, have you heard about the Healy?
Have you removed the pain of the cleansing process with the Healy? Oh, the headaches, the stomach issues. Oh man, wow. I love the non-painful cleansing process within the 12 to 24 hours that usually knocks you out. Right. Wonderful point. Wow.
We've given resonance sessions to people in Chile, to people in England. I mean, we're not limited. In Russia, I mean, it doesn't stop anywhere. We've done pretty much and they're feeling it. I'm like, all right, I'll send you frequencies, and then you just sit there calmly in your own space and you look inside. You tell me if you feel anything, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm feeling like tingling in my chest." They'll literally tell you that they're feeling it, and it's not super sensitive people. The sensitive people who can feel it. It's pretty much everybody who gets run on and sense it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Melissa and Stephen Frost of Whole Life Alchemy, Eco-Centric. Oh, wow. This is really wonderful, as always, connecting with the two of you. And I know that we could go on for hours and talk about the Healy and life in general, because let's be real, like this is what life is all about, right? It's about having multiple businesses, doing what the wealthy do, receiving money passively, and then diving into the soul of our song that came here to be sung. And that is what we're going to be talking about in the Embrace Prosperity Mastermind group, because we're shutting this testimonial down on Healy pain, and we're going to be talking about things that we only are able to talk about in private. So if you haven't joined the Embrace Prosperity Mastermind group and you're looking to, let's just say, galactic shaman, light worker, healer, shadow worker, come on, it's going to be fun. Let's rock and roll, right? And so if you have not joined the group, go to bit.ly/embrace prosperity and you'll find us. So I'll put a link in all of it and in all of the comments and the description so you can join us. And if you can't catch it live, then you know where to go and to find us. So we're going to be diving into some major stuff about aligning with our soul song that came here to be sung, and really, really what this has done for myself and both of them with the assistance, because what the Healy has done for me with the assistance of you, your team has done epically amazing. And so I'm going to give a shout out on some major stuff that I haven't ever shared with anybody. So it's about to get vulnerable. So here we go. Embrace Prosperity Mastermind Group. If anybody is sitting on the fence, shamans, right now, this second, who is like, I don't know about a Healy, if it's worth spending, what's the price? How much does it cost? Like, oh, you're investing in frequencies.
What?
My God.
Living your life.
Yeah, what would you say to those people who are sitting on that? Oh, is it worth the price? Moment.
We couldn't afford the Healy, but we made it happen. And it's literally changed everything in our life, changed our whole aspect, brought so much clarity and focus and alignment into our lives that you're just missing out and holding yourself back with excuses about the price, because it's a one-time price. And then you have that device and you get to use that device continually. It's like a gift to yourself that continually keeps on giving to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The return on investment is infinite at this point, though. On the 6th, there will be that ongoing subscription. Now, question, if you only learned about it after the 6th, would you still have 2 Healys?
Absolutely.
Yes.
No doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
Because how much do you spend on your health outside of the Healy? Like how much, I mean, you and your family and your family's food sensitivity issues, how much have you spent on that?
Yes.
And if you
6
could
figures.
a Healy,
We would.
you absolutely would have. You would do anything to help your family, anything at all. And
Yep.
the Healy is such an aligning frequencies to help those issues.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. Let's go over here. Let's cut this out. We're stopping streaming. Bye-bye, y'all. We'll see you soon. And we're going to continue with the Embrace Prosperity Mastermind. And with that, thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please give it a like and a heart if it's available. That helps the algorithm that you can learn in the Soul Client Attraction System that you get when you purchase a Healy Resonance, or really just opt in. Come on, just do it. And I'll show you how to get your investment back. Within 7 days, I got the investment back, made more money from the Healy Resonance, and had a second Healy on the way. And since then was gifted. Now we have 4 Healys. I only purchased 1. So if anybody knows how to get a return on your investment, it's me. And with the support of the team Frost, they have learned the system as well, right? And so they can help you. And it's so super simple when you lean into it. Learn the system, learn how we support each other, and you yourself can be sitting back a few weeks or a few months going like, wow, now I'm giving that testimonial because now I'm not experiencing pain and now I'm helping all these people. And it really felt good to be in front of the wave of frequency medicine that the world has been waiting for the last 100+ years, because it was shut down by the powers that are trying to control the world right in these moments. So wake up, light workers. We're here to do a job. So this is my number one investment. What was it called? The pain of not ascension, or the pain of not intercension, which we're going to talk about next. So with that, love you both and appreciate you. And we'll see you all in the Embrace Prosperity Mastermind group. So here we go.